Good evening. It is certainly good to see you here tonight. Firstly, I'd like to thank the elders and the deacons for giving me the opportunity to bring a lesson to you all tonight. It's truly a blessing every time I get this opportunity. Tonight I want to talk about a saying that I heard the other day. This comes from Derek L. Johnson, and it goes like this. When you build in something great, they don't give you bricks for free. The first time I heard that, I was like, wow. Like, it really struck me. I was like, wow, okay. And I think it struck me because it felt so true. In our physical lives, anything worth getting or anything that's great is not going to be just given to us. They're not giving you bricks for free, like the saying said. But more importantly, it struck me as extremely applicable to our Christian lives. When we're living like we are supposed to, and when we are building something so great, and when we're living like we are to get to heaven, it's not going to be given to us. Life is not going to be easy. I'd like to take a look at Matthew 5, verses 10 through 12. Matthew 5, 10 through 12. If you would turn with me there. There it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." In verse 10, Christ says that we are blessed if we are persecuted for righteousness, because we will ultimately get to the kingdom of heaven. We will be persecuted and we will be reviled by men, but we should rejoice in that. It's not something that we just take, but it's something that we rejoice in because we know that we're living the right way. We see the same idea in Matthew 10, verse 22, when it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." So we get the same idea numerous times throughout the New Testament, that's not going to be easy to get to heaven. Matthew 7, verses 13 through 14 tells us that there are few that find and live in the straight way because it is not easy. And we are going to have to endure a lot. But like the quote I started with, when you're building something great, they don't give you bricks for free. So now you might think, wow, this is kind of a discouraging lesson. Life's going to be hard. But rather, as you go into the rest of the week, I want you to think, whenever your life feels challenging, whenever it becomes hard to keep living the way that Christ desires of you, remember that it's only hard because you're building something great. If you were building something mediocre, if you were living a sinful life, it's fun. It's not super hard. But when you're building to get to heaven, when you're living the way that Christ wants you to, it is going to be hard. But know that it is more than worth it to endure that. To start that journey, you must first be baptized. And I encourage you to make that decision if you have not already and you're at that point in your life. If you have any needs at this time, please come forward as we stand to sing the song of invitation.
I'm pressing on the